Swim. Swim.
What's up, YouTube? Today we're gonna talk about my life before the Navy. If you're interested, probably not. You probably don't care, but you clicked on it anyway. So, starting out, grew up with one sister, a dad, a mom, 30 minutes outside of Chicago in a suburb. Parents got divorced when I was in 3rd grade or so, about 3rd grade. Grew up with 3 best friends, Michael, Jeremy, Brad. If you haven't seen them in a video, I'll just look back at some of the vlogs. But we grew up just sleeping over, beating the shit out of each other and playing video games. That was our thing. Roughly around 4th or 5th grade, we started making YouTube videos. Yes, I've been on YouTube that long. I'm 21, so it's been forever since I started YouTube. What we did was we made shitty skits, shitty comedy skits, ripping off other big YouTubers because we were unoriginal and we weren't funny at the time. We'd rip off other people, do stupid shit, and that's all I could summarize my elementary school as. Here's a video to show some of the stupid shit we had on our YouTube. So we're going up into middle school. We delete our YouTube channel, which I think I did it because I didn't want girls to find us weird as fuck. You know, girls started playing a factor. I grew up a chubby kid, and I didn't care about my weight at all until middle school. You know, middle school, everyone starts working out. 6th grade, let me tell you how much I cared about my weight. 6th grade, I went from like 110. 7th grade, I hit a growth spurt and puberty, but I was lifting the entire time, taking hella supplements, went to like 140, 150. And it was noticeable. Like, I was a fucking stacked 7th grader. It was noticeable in wrestling too, because, let me show, I don't have any clips from 6th grade really. I'm sure my dad does somewhere on his computer. Here's my dad holding the camera at every, don't go Donnie! It would have been shaky footage anyway, but mind you, 6th grade is probably no technique, just headlocking everyone. And then 7th grade, this at an off-season tournament, I slammed the living shit out of someone. I'll show you. So, after that tournament, I fell in love with shit like that. Every single match, I'm trying to hit stuff like that. You know, wrestling became a big part of my life growing up through middle school and high school. I get to my 8th grade year, started going to off-season wrestling camps, started getting a lot better, started caring about what weight class I'm in. 8th grade, I went undefeated all the way up until like 2 matches before regionals. And me and this other kid from the same town, different middle schools, we're both undefeated, right? He was 1 weight class up, I was underneath him. And, you know, my coaches had the idea, oh, well, you know, let's put them together before regional start just to see. So I went up a weight class, I'm facing this kid. 10 minutes into this match, he tries to hip toss me, right? He hip tossed me, and if you guys watch my other how I got disqualified for military video, this kid hip tosses me. My shoulder pops out, and I start crying like a bitch. Like, I just cry. Ambulance comes, my shoulder's hanging off the bone right here. And yeah, got surgery and had to come back the next year. That was discouraging now that my name's not gonna be on a wall of my middle school, as if that means something. For some weird reason in the back of my head, it's like, I could have easily, you know, placed top 3 in state, easy. And now I'll never know that. Thanks, Tony, ripping out my arm. Thanks, dude. So we jump forward to high school. I didn't have a lot of friends besides the friends from my middle school, but at our high school, this is where those 3 middle schools are conjoining, unless they went to private school. So I'm meeting new friends, enjoying life. Didn't really care about grades at all. So I failed a math class, you know, algebra, and then I failed Spanish, and I had to retake both. Don't do that. Don't be like me. GPA was plummeting. My family had money issues, so we moved around quite a bit. Our house got foreclosed, had to move somewhere else, Yeah, so that was pretty much freshman year. Freshman year, wrestling kind of went just like 8th grade, went undefeated till a shoulder injury, and then said bon voyage to the season. Sophomore year, I come back, finally after a bigger surgery, so now my arm should be in place. I'm wearing this thing on my arm. And then preseason, I want to start off, set the tone, let people know that I'm still DWK suplexes. There's this kid in my English class, and I don't know why, but he's always talking shit about grappling because he's It's like he does this shit with his dad or something in his house, which is weird. You do what you want with your dad, man. So he's talking shit to me and my buddies, and I was like, all right, come to the wrestling room after school. This is still preseason, and this is what happened.
Oh shit.
Dude, he has no grip. It's like, pick off the half. Yeah, that was good.
Swim.
He could have smacked his neck.
He's such
Nah, you could have broke his neck.
But sophomore year was fun, man. I got some other notable clips in there. Not all the clips I wanted are recorded. Wrestling was fun, dude. Wrestling was fun my sophomore year. Jump up to my junior year. Didn't have that great of a season. Had my shoulder pulled out for one last time before I quit forever. Shoulder pulled out, that's actually how I met one of my girlfriends that I joined the Navy with. If you guys watching my old videos. My ex-girlfriend, that's how I met her. She was wrestling manager. She came up to me after my arms hanging off my shoulder, and that's how we met. So junior year and senior year, now that I don't really have wrestling, revolved all around parties and getting fucked up. It is where I was first introduced to Four Locos. If you guys don't know, Four Locos will ruin your life depending on how many you take, but they're cheap. So of course, what do all me and my buddies do? We buy nothing but Four Locos. I'm surprised my liver isn't hurt, but yeah, I made tons of friends along the way. You know, senior year comes up and I don't know what to do. I'm working as a busboy. Some of the notable jobs that I might have skipped over, you know, my sophomore year, I got a job as a pizza delivery boy. And then I got a job as sushi. Sushi was before pizza delivery boy, actually. So I was working at a sushi place as a host, answering phones because they just needed someone who could speak English to answer the phone. So I was like, fuck it. And I was pizza delivery boy. That sucked. My boss definitely underpaid me. Yep. She got hers though. Bar closed down. It was a bar pizza place. Then I worked at a golf course, which had banquet halls and, you know, bar and dining place. So I was a busboy there. Then I became catering for that place. Little pay increase, just drive around the bus all day. Eventually making me a lifeguard my senior year. While I was a lifeguard, I was like, you know, I'll go join the Navy. Not exactly like that. I told you guys how it came about me joining the Navy. But I thought it was a smooth transition, you know, going to depth. And then, as I'm trying to enlist into the Navy, I find out I'm disqualified from how many times people have ripped my shoulder out during wrestling. Got all around that, and after tons and tons of paperwork, they finally let me in. So then I left the couple months after school ended. My mom cried, and I've never looked back since. That was a short, brief thing of what I did before the Navy. Fucked around with my friends. Wrestling was a giant part of my life, which is, I mean, I've been going to, you know, MMA gyms and shit since I stopped wrestling. You know, before I joined the Navy, joined an MMA gym, worked at my stand-up. Always, you know, in love with the UFC. Don't know if I'm ever going to compete, but I mean, it's just fun to have that sport in my life, especially because I can grapple again now that my shoulder's pretty good. I mean, even if it pulls out, Navy will cover me. So, yeah, dude, that's life before the Navy. If you guys liked it, leave a like. I'll see you guys next time.